Tonight, from Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Jalen Hurts and the Philadelphia Eagles taking on Josh Allen and the Buffalo Bills.
It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Tonight, we culminate pivotal Week 14 with a great Monday night matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the Philadelphia Eagles. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you look at this Eagles team as they interplay here. They come in playing some decent football, 5-3 in their last 8 games. Three-quarters of the NFL season are complete. What lurks in our final month? We're underway in Week 14. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers?
1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss.
Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. Now, this defense for the Eagles, they put together a strong effort last week in the win over Chicago.
It was a little bit enlightening talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win. But definitely...
Look at this. Middle of the field. A breakaway. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devin Singletary with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Bills need just 2 plays on their opening drive to take the early lead. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Fields it right around the goal line. And able to get this out to the 25. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And I'll bet he's talking to his guys about resisting the temptation to try and turn this into an up-and-down game. Almost like basketball, where both teams press, and one team gets an advantage, the other team's trying to run with them, and they're just not equipped for it. Doesn't matter whether you're equipped or not. Just settle in, get calm before you go for the big strikes.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start this drive out on the ground. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to them.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. on third down. This is Roberts, and he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. And the Eagles at 7-5 now on the year. And they come in feeling pretty good after back-to-back victories, CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 13 carries, 79 yards, and a touchdown. 11
touchdowns on the ground this season, and the pride really extends throughout the entire offense. And in this case, I'm focusing on the offensive line. The leverage, the ability to get downfield, make that extra block in order to give him more space to run. They really look forward to him carrying the football because they're going to get him to the end zone.
And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. That's on big Mekhi Becton, first-round pick in 2020. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Up the middle they go. Roberts. And some space here. And he's going to be out of bounds all the way down inside the 15. 63 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation. We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer.
Whenever we talk about the best strong safeties, one word constantly comes up, and that's instincts. Being able to diagnose run or pass and make the appropriate moves.
He crashed down hard there. He was ready for that running play. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Touchdown, Eagles! Devontae Smith with career touchdown number 158. That pushes him past Randy Moss and into 4th place all time. And the Eagles respond to that opening drive touchdown with one of their own. Well, with that touchdown pass, I'm going to bring up a point from earlier in the year. Some of the fans were saying, when do we turn to the rookie? Well, he's looking pretty good right now.
Yeah, I love the fact that the fans are bringing that up because I'm not the head coach. Okay, so he's got to deal with it. But I think it's a legitimate question. With the way their season is going, I think now is the time to turn the page and let him get some starts before this season is over.
The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Well, let's spotlight Devin Singletary as this offense comes back out. A 1,000-yard campaign in his sights, Charles, but needs a little bit of a kick here down the stretch to reach it.
And sometimes at this stage of the season, you're looking for that.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and it goes down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, that's an excellent way to get the pass rush activated. The first sack of the game for them comes on the first play of the drive, and it makes it very tough for the opponent to pick up a first down now, playing behind the sticks.
After the sack on first down, Allen, he's got it complete to Stephon Diggs. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, the best in the NFL in no small part because of his running ability. But on that play, didn't matter to the defense at all. Nice stop for them, a feather in their cap for getting the sack and brought down one of the toughest guys to catch in the NFL.
Taken right around the 44. And 9 yards there on the return following a punt of 47. And the Eagles will have great starting field position here as they take over. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And a 5-yard gain gets them to the 42.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gained, they can run that play on any down.
Clock runs, less than a minute to go, and an entertaining first quarter of play. On first down, it's Roberts. And he fights forward for a modest 2-yard gain, second down. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
They suspected it was a power play up the middle coming at them, and boy, were they right. That defense got downhill in a hurry and limited them to just a couple on first down.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Roberts. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. The ball on the 8. Still could get a first down technically. 2nd and 7. In motion left comes Brown. 60 On 2nd and 7. Hurts looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
They may be snapping the ball near the goal line, but all you're thinking defensively, keep them out of the end zone. Force the incompletion, force them into going for 3, and not give it up 6.
Here's play number 7 on the drive. This is 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Throw right side is going to be caught by Judy. And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag in the backfield. Is this a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Now a handoff up the middle. Roberts. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A great play there. His 11th touchdown of the year. And the Eagles have taken the lead. The call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he is going to be stopped short of the goal line. Oh, they'll mark him inside the 1. He just couldn't keep churning those extra few inches. And the 2-point attempt is turned aside. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of the... And a loose football! And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. Charles, he lost a fumble last week as well, so now back-to-back weeks, maybe you expect that from your tailback, but not him.
You're exactly right, because you work a lot with your running backs about how they have to protect the ball in traffic. But downfield, in open space, that's dangerous as well, because you may make someone miss, and their flailing hand can knock the ball away if you don't tuck it away.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff running through the middle. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And maybe a little over pursuit there as he's able to take this down to the 25-yard line. 10 yards there and an Eagle 1st down.
That's a nice run right there, able to get to the outside. And so many times defenses say, okay, we've got you hemmed in. But if you're running the football, at least you know where everyone is coming from. You don't have to worry about the backside at all. That allows you to run with a little bit more confidence as you traverse down the field.
And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 109 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half.
Well, that last run makes this a 100-yard night. I've loved the way he's hit the holes. He's been quick, he's been decisive, and he's been a whole lot of fun to watch.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to ball his way down to about the 1-yard line. That's a gain of 7, and we'll leave them with 2nd and goal coming up.
That's a great run right there on 1st down. Didn't quite get into the end zone, but now you've set yourself up for at least 2, maybe 3 more shots from close range.
And they'll run again. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Everybody in the stadium knew what they were going to do right there, CD. 3 tight ends on the field, all that extra bulk, and they run it in.
And you saw where that one went, right? You run it over your best blocker. I can just see the head coach right now. I want to run this one over the big boy. And they got it done.
Only had a couple of yards to gain there on the 2-point conversion, and they were able to do it.
And how many teams shy away from running the football in a 2-point conversion? They treat 2 yards as if it were 20. If you're a good team running the ball, go to your strength. Go ahead and push it into the end zone.
Yeah, they did. It worked. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Buffalo set to get the football back here. Last time out, they had the fumble. That led to the touchdown. Not a great look on either side of the ball as the defense gave up the points too, Charles. But they've got to take care of the football and do better here on this possession.
It's certainly been a tough stretch, partner, for both of those units, and they kind of put their defensive mates in a really tough spot there by dropping the ball on the ground. But an easy way to make it up to them, get out there now and get some points on this drive.
The left side caught by Diggs. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Allen going to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Scott. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Allen now on 1st down. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9. Allen off the play fake. Open man here is Scott, complete. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. Throwing on first down is Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
Allen going to get this one to Singletary. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. Operating from the red zone now. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
In the red zone, precision is the watchword. If the throw's a little too early, too late, maybe off a little bit, going to be a good chance that any attempt is going to be a contested one, and that one falls incomplete.
And he comes back with one complete. And the Bills are going to have a first and goal as the tackle made at the 10-yard line. Now Allen again. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. Touchdown! From 10 yards out. And the Bills have cut it back within a score. Sanders on for the extra point. And it's good. The deficit 6, 20-14. A pretty long drive that time. 11 plays all told. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. Running room at the 50. Look out. He will score. Touchdown, Eagles.
Well, he made the right choice by result, but a little bit surprising because now with touchbacks coming back to the 25 instead of the 20, when guys fielded that deep in the end zone, I think most coaches want them to take a knee.
Yeah, it's resulted in more kneel downs. Not right there. Forthcoming. And he atones for his miss the first time around as this one is up and good to extend their lead. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So let's try this again. After the kick return, TD, here's yet another kickoff. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. The Bills going to take over now late in this first half. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it. Down by 2 scores. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. He'll get this out wide to Singletary. And that'll be good for 8 yards to the 45. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Allen, and this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Over the dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Allen to throw once more. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. The Bills are going to go ahead and use their final timeout. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. On 1st down, Allen. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line. A good pickup, but it will come on what should be the final play in this first half. So we've reached the intermission in what right now is a 13-point game. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach!
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the...
Well, we're in the latter stages of this season. Everybody's getting antsy, so antsy that we're going to skip the halftime and get ready for the 3rd quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Out come the Eagles now as they'll go on offense first here in the 3rd quarter. And they've got the lead, CD. What do you expect from them in this second half?
Well, I like what they were able to do on the ground in the first half because they had a lot of success running the ball, and I certainly think we'll see more of that. But I'd keep an eye on that defense, and I think their coaches up in the box will do the exact same thing. If they start to see 1 or 2 guys start to creep towards the line of scrimmage, that'll be license to take some shots.
He's got a man, complete. And he steps out of bounds, but not before he gets inside the 35. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. They just do get the play off as he'll look to throw. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And the offense moving quickly to the line. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown, Eagles. Devontae Smith with his 2nd touchdown of the night as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors. But that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. And the call from Nick Sirianni. Let's go for 2 here, he says. They'll try and run it up the middle. And he's going to be hit and taken down in the backfield. Just nowhere to run that time. And the try for 2 is snuffed out. You know, we've discussed this before, and we've seen it at practices. Extra periods being put in for the offense on these 2-point tries. But the defense, they're beefing up their support as well in practice.
They absolutely have to. If people are going to go for 2 and try and gain those advantages and make it tougher on your team as the game goes along, you have to be in a position to stop those. You can't let them get the advantage. So, yes, the defensive teams, they're putting in that extra time on 2-point plays as well.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. To throw, it's Allen. throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
His back has been a dependable safety valve all game, so he went back to him when his first read was covered. Just unable to connect, so the play results in no gain.
Throwing is Allen on third. And this will be caught by his big wide receiver. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. They'll run on first down with Singletary. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
You got to figure the further they fall behind, the more you think that they'll get away from the run. They're trying to stick with it, but the results, they just aren't there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And now 3rd down and 6 to go.
It's funny, throughout the time that we've been together, when we talk with running backs about the ability to catch the ball, their eyes light up when they talk about open field and having one-on-one matchups, don't they?
Yeah, they do. That's the reason why. What we just saw, shedding those tackles, and that's what they're used to doing.
It is, and it starts at the beginning of the play. One-on-one matchup with someone trying to cover them, but they also like those one-on-ones downfield after the catch when they're running with the ball. They think they're going to win those too.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. To the air, Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 29-yard line. Here's Allen to throw it. He'll find Diggs once more on the completion. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And the Bills are looking at 1st and goal as he's tackled all the way down at the 2-yard line.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Throwing now is Allen. This is caught. Touchdown, Bills. Devin Singletary, his 104th career touchdown, one shy of Tim Brown on the all-time list. And the Bills are able to cut into that deficit. So a very important first drive of the 3rd quarter, Charles, and safe to say, a much-needed touchdown.
Which leads to the question, where was this in the first half? Because if they'd had a few more drives like that, they wouldn't be in this situation. But that is the kind of drive that sends a message to the other side. We're going to be here, and we're going to battle you to the end.
Taking it about the 1. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. Their lead down to 2 scores after the touchdown a moment ago as they start with a 1st and 10. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And a short pickup to about the 27. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. 53 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
You've got to be impressed by that defensive front on reps like those. They were not being moved off the line, kept their shoulders square, and gave their teammates time to fight to the ball and limit that gain.
On second down, it's Roberts. He'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Throwing is Hurts. Fires the quick slant. A.J. Brown's got it. And he's got a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 45-yard line. 13 yards as the quick slant keeps the drive moving. And they won't be able to run another play. Time has expired on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. Up the middle they go. Roberts. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. And I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there.
Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game.
They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. The drive stays alive, a third down gain of 8.
I think there's a fatigue factor that's kicking in defensively. You know the will is still strong, but I think the offense is starting to bend it just a little bit, don't you?
Yeah, absolutely. To look that way, we'll see if they can continue this already strong drive. They'll run on first down. It's Roberts, and he's stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
Now a handoff up the middle. Roberts. 2 yards on the pickup. It'll be second down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
On second down, they'll run it here. And past the 30 down to about the 27. The 71 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he's able to motor his way down to the 16-yard line. And it's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11. And quickly they get to the line. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Brought down by Ed Oliver. Able to stay in bounds, and the clock keeps rolling. And this defense right now backed up in the red zone. Another touchdown, it's over. They've got to stand tall quickly.
Been in this spot before. Now there's a little bit of desperation creeping in, and all you're doing when you're talking to your defensive teammates is first guy there, hold him up. Second, third guy in, break it the football. Get it out. We got to create a turnover because one more score, and this game's over.
A gain of 2 there on the heels of a 1-yard pickup on first.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's at the cornerback position.
On third down, they're going to run for it here. And they'll get him down short of the first down, right on the 10-yard line. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up fourth down. So on now the field goal team for Philadelphia. From the left hash, should be a fairly easy one here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got a fourth down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. And his kick is indeed good, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Allen and the Bills now down by 15. A minute 53 remaining. How will this thing pan out? We'll watch as they come up on first down. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And this one will go to the 28-yard line. Now the Bills will hustle to the line. Allen. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here. That's complete. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. Got an open man. It's Scott. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Throwing is Allen. And he's going to have the hook up to Scott. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Now Allen. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And the return just out across the 15 to the 16-yard line.
Well, that drive wasn't a case of wanting to put points on the board. It was needing to, having to, and they didn't get it done.
Yeah, didn't get it done, and now you look at the situation and the point differential, 2 scores, pretty much game, set, match.
How about the takeaway, though, huh? How about those defensive guys?
They'll send a receiver in motion to the left. Now it looks like he'll throw here. Airing it out deep for Smith. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down on the other side of midfield. A big play there for Philly. 42 yards.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver it. As this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. They'll send Brown in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Hurts. Got a man. It's caught inside the 10. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in the game. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5. They go play action with Hurts. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. So roughing the passer penalty and an automatic first down.
And that's the mark of a bad team, partner, because that's an easily preventable penalty, but they just didn't take the proper steps to make it so.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. Following the penalty, they'll go back to the run game. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 2nd and goal, they'll give it to him again. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in. And he's in. Touchdown, Eagles. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are closing in on a 3rd straight win as they widen the gap further here in the 4th quarter. Well, nothing fancy there, Charles. You had 3 tight ends on the field. They were going to run the football. The defense knew it, but the defense couldn't stop them.
And I haven't met an offensive line yet that doesn't get more satisfaction out of running the football into the end zone than pass protecting. They had determination on their side, and they got it done.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Taken at the goal line. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as we continue on now here in this 4th quarter. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So that one a hold right guard.
And you understand why offensive and defensive linemen probably go to martial arts schools and work on their hands so often, because that can be the make or break difference on a play. This time he had to grab a jersey in order to make the play happen. Got caught for the penalty.
And that final kickoff concludes the ball game, partner. And one side, a really nice win in this one. They were good on offense and on defense.
And I'm guessing in the other locker room, partner, the head coach is just telling his team, hey, we didn't play well enough to keep it close enough where that one possession down the stretch might have given us an opportunity to win the game.
So for the Eagles, it's an important win for their playoff hopes as they move to 8-5. And they'll get to stay put for a few days as they'll host the Dallas Cowboys next week. Meanwhile, for the Bills, any slim hopes they had at a playoff berth gone now as they drop to 4-9. And they'll try to turn it around next week as they head to Atlanta for a matchup with the Falcons. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.